Tom, are we watching the weigh-in, son? Me and my dude. Oh, boo. Tom, look. UFC 324. Who's gonna win? Sugar Sean. That's championship weight, that. Go on, Paddy. Go on, Paddy. Paddy looks ready. You are looking at the new interim lightweight champion, being Paddy Pimblett. Yeah. Go on, Paddy the Baddy. Yep. Keiichi! Oh. Let's go! Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Paddy Pimblett. Paddy, you have been on a spectacular ride, top of the lightweight division. Tomorrow night is the most important fight of your career. Give us your thoughts on it, and Justin Gaethje has the call. You know, as I've been saying this whole time, Justin Gaethje, Tom, are we staying for another night? Yeah! Yeah! Go on, Paddy! Justin Gaethje. Go on, Justin. Trevor Whitmore, great coach.
Yes, Thursday night, been there before, doing the same process, but slightly ahead of the game this time. Doesn't do a little shake up now, just to raise body temperature, nothing high intensity. And then we just return to the room, bath will be prepared, and then we just use a sauna blanket, relax, music on, chill out.
More than the sweat, lad. Well, lost a couple of pounds there, easy. Still feel so sharp, lad, even with the sweatsuits on and no carbs in it. Feel great.
Been the most nutrition plan we've ever done, really, so the nutritional strategies have been great. I think he turns it up every time, but this goes another level, and he's been another level, simple as that.
Morning, mate.
All right, thank y'all for being here for the official weigh-in for UFC 324, Gaethje versus Pimblett, as we begin the Paramount Plus era for the UFC. Next fighter to the stage, the man on the mark.
Morning, mate.
UFC interim lightweight champion, and now the number 4 ranked contender, Justin the Highlight Gaethje.
Morning to you, mate. How are you doing? I'm doing daddy duties. I had me boy for the weekend, so.
All right, next fighter to the scale, one of the gentlemen around whom this fight card was built, the number 5.
I'm just getting on with things, bro. Things aren't good, bro. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. You know, a lot of people don't get it, but I try to keep my personal life personal. You know, that kind of way. Because people use it against you. Do you know what breaks me heart about this fucking thing, yeah? The amount of people I've helped on here, bro, and not asked for nothing. I don't even charge membership. I got my channel monetized and I paused it. This has never been about the money for me, bro. It's been connecting with people from all over the world. That's more, I get more satisfaction out of that than I do out of money. I don't need your money. You know, I don't need it. I'll survive. You know, it's like, you see, I have something here. I don't need your money. You know, who needs it? Hey. Look how big the garden is. Let's go from bottom to top. Many houses do you reckon you'd put in this garden? Yeah, this is my mum's house, this, but she's dead. And my dad, he's dead as well. That's a tree over there. But this is my parents' home, you know. Yeah, do you like them? Oh. Hey, son. Hey, you mate. Where's my big boy? Come on, we watch the UFC. No, we're not. We'll put Mr. Bean on for you. Do you want Mr. Bean on? Tom? Do you want Bean on? Okay, I think I can put up with Mr. Bean for you, right? Are we staying again tonight? Hey. Me and my Dan. Here. Last night you didn't even wake up once. Fucking brilliant. Who says men can't look after kids on their own? You get your drink and Daddy get his, right? Cheers. Do you want to cheers me now? Yeah, bro, things aren't good for me at the minute. But I try to keep my personal life personal, you know. Here, this is what my weekend is, look. Yeah. You know, that's me little man there. That's me little man's. It's my little man's. Tommy, okay? We're watching Mr. Bean. What is it? He loves Mr. Bean, bro. Have you any plans for the weekend? Where are you from, Bold? What part of the world are you from? But last night, I had the best sleep I've had in fucking months. I'm not joking yet. Last night, I had the best sleep I've had in months. You know, there's no traffic here. You know, it's very quiet on this avenue. The only time you get traffic is when they're coming up and down the cul-de-sac. But other than that, it's peaceful. You know, me two brothers are upstairs in bed. You know. Little Tom last night went to bed, so I read him a few stories out me head. You know, sang Ba Ba Black Sheep. How much is that dog in the window? We did that one too. We did Somewhere Over the Rainbow, way up high. We did that. We did about 5 of them, and he was snoring. So it was about 25 past 10, so I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm staying in bed. So, in all fairness, he slept all the way through the night, you know. So I'm over the moon with that. Oh, guys, hang on one sec. Now, there we are. But anyway, good morning to everybody. I'm back at me mother's. Yeah. You okay? Let me take them off. Look at this guy, look. He's overplaying with the fucking... He's overplaying. So, I'm just chilling at the mother's. So, anybody got any plans for the weekend? You got any plans? Have you any plans? I have, like the pecans. Tom! have wrinkles. I'm going to show you a trick, right? Watch. Let's see all the hair dye coming off me here. Tell me what you're doing, buddy. What you doing, son? What's up? Yeah, look, threads are coming. Right here. Put your seatbelt on. Quick, get your seatbelt on. I'm not stopping. Hang on 1 second, handbrake. Boom. Boom. Make sure you have your foot on the accelerator when you drop here. Do you understand? And you lock, full lock. Oh shit, we're stuck. Bro, get out of the car. Oh, I'm not getting out of a moving car, you. Get it. Let you get it. Put the radio on. Daddy! All right, mate. I'm babysitting me son. Things could be a lot better at the moment, but things are really bad. That's all I can say. You know, I don't like talking about my personal life on YouTube. But look where I am. Where am I? I'm waiting for an apology off 2 people, and until I get that apology, I'll never speak to you again. You know, I am hoping so, mate, but I take a point. Shout out to Stephen and shout out to Mr. Truth Seeker. Bro, Arsenal, nobody looks like they're going to beat them at the moment. You have to give it to Arteta. You know, it's the way he plays football. It's the way his team is set up every week. You can pick it. You can handpick Arsenal's team every week, you know. Arsenal are going to win the... Arsenal could win the treble this year. That's how good they are at the moment. I believe Arsenal will win the Premier League. And they'll probably win the fucking Carabao Cup as well. And if they're still in the FA Cup, they'll probably win that as well. You know. And here, they're still in the Champions League, aren't they? Like Arsenal. I'd be honest with you, bro, I'd take a point now. But I'd sooner all 3. But I'm not greedy, you know, and I'm not getting ahead of myself because of one performance. You know, Liverpool haven't really defended their title this year, so I don't think Liverpool are even in the conversation. Don't get me wrong, I don't know what's happened there. You know, I don't think Klopp should have ever leaving Liverpool. That's what I believe. I believe Jurgen Klopp should never have leaving Liverpool. You know, what a great coach. I'd have him at United. I would. Son, the police are coming. Quick. Hide. Right here. We're not playing here. We're getting chased. Hang on, son. Ring all you want. Put that radio on, son. Get out of the way. Out of the way. Son, are you in the back? Look at this, look. Get away. I'm playing with you and you're playing with Fairy. Here, what's that about? What are you playing with Fairy for? Is that a sign? Are you going to be gay? And even if you are, I'll still love you 1,000,000%. You know, if your son come home and told you it was gay, what would you do? I'd cuddle him. Like, I love the Scousers as people. Forget football. Forget football. Someone's coming. Who is it? Is it the postman? No sign. Yeah, she's still here. She's still here. No way. Yeah, you don't want to be saying that, Van. It's none of your business. But anyway, like I said, Liverpool are still champions. And I'd never write Liverpool off. That's the thing. But do I think they're going to retain the trophy? No. I don't think Jurgen Klopp should have leaving Liverpool. That's just my opinion. You know. I don't think he should have leaving Liverpool. You know. But Liverpool are champions at the moment, so I'm a Man United fan, bro. But I'd never write Liverpool off, ever. You know. Like I said, they're worthy champions. They deserve to win it last year. So I have to stick with Arsenal. Who you going with tonight, guys? UFC 324. What a card, man. It's stacked. You know. Thomas, come here. Get out. Come on. Now listen, son. You're not allowed in that press. Yeah. Right, Tom. I'm gonna have to block you in. Here, break the dinosaur. No, you're getting blocked in. Listen, don't you give me cheek. Listen to me. I'm still your dad. None of your lip. Do you hear me? Are you giving me jip? Are you? Bless your lip. Here, come here, listen. This is my channel, not yours. What are you doing? This is my channel. Oh, don't be crying like a little girl. Whinge you are. You know. You're supposed to be my son. Do you understand? You're not meant to be crying. Boys don't cry. Men cry. Boys don't. But like I said, Liverpool, I'd never write them off. You know, I've a lot of respect for Liverpool and the people. You know, I love that city. My son loves it. But I reckon Arsenal. Hey Pablo. Good morning, bro. I reckon Arsenal will win the league. I reckon they'll win the Carabao Cup, and they're still in the Champions League, aren't they? Liverpool won't hold on to that title, you know, and can I say justice for the 97, and may they all have a bed in heaven. I've a lot of mates that are United fans that give me a hard time because they hate the Scousers in Manchester. They fucking hate Liverpool here. I don't hate anybody. You know, I don't like you while we're playing football, but after that, you know, at the end of the day, we're all people. You know, during the war, yeah? You know what the Scousers were doing? They were climbing up on ladders, and on the roofs they were writing Hitler la. You can bomb our factories, our windows, our houses. You can break up, but you'll never break our spirit. You know. Like bombs were getting dropped on Huyton and Merseyside and fucking Everton and all over the place. And they were getting up on the roofs in big letters saying, fuck you, Hitler la. You know, justice for the 97, and may they all have a bed in heaven. Pablo, he's driving me mad. And that's the plastic off the pram. Look, he's fucking doing me head in. Nah, it is what it is. I get on with the Scousers, obviously, because my son works up there. And many years ago, my lad and a couple of others got together. For those that aren't aware of this, and I'm really proud of my son for this, Liverpool City Council many years ago wouldn't release funding to high crime, low privileged areas. That's a fact. And according to statistics, they hadn't invested in the kids. Right, okay. Why should the sins of the father affect the children? So, years ago in Toxteth there was riots because of racism. You know, and they burned it to the ground. And the City Council said they'd never, ever release funding to anywhere in Toxteth because it's a high crime, low privileged area. So my son and his team, Taurus, got involved and ended up getting the kids funding and went like that to the City Council. Fuck you. He helped get the kids on this housing estate a building, a facility. You know, so, you know, my son grew up in that house over there. This is my ma's house. I lived in that house there for years. My son grew up here, on this road, on this manor. And you know what he did? After he went to uni, he come back and got the kids on this housing estate a facility. You know, that's legendary behaviour. You know, what can you do if your council won't release funding? Hey, you go ahead of them. Here, we're not going to stop until we get it. But, like I said years ago, because of the riots in Toxteth, the kids got punished for the sins of the father. Like, let's say you're from Toxteth in Liverpool, yeah? Let's say one of your family was involved in that riot. Because of that riot, the City Council wouldn't release no funding to the kids. If the kids haven't got a fucking community centre or a hub, some kind of building, then they're going to get up to naughty shit. And then, when they get up to naughty shit, you give out to them. There's nothing in place for them up there. You know, so shout out to me fucking lad and his team. He doesn't work for them anymore, he works for a bigger organisation. The biggest children's organisation in this country is all I'll say. You know, and he got a top job there because he's one of the best youth workers in this country. Fact. Yeah, that's why I love the Scousers, you know what I mean? It's like, no, I don't want to, Pablo. I'm not having anyone calling me a coward in my life, or a liar. You know, fuck that. No way. Pablo, I have a lot of shit going on. Look where I am. You know, and I said the other night, a jersey isn't on my list of priorities. Look around you, Pablo. Where am I? Do you understand? I'm not talking me personal shit on here. I'll tell you on Instagram. But if you don't take my word for it, like, you know, like Pablo, when we have conversations, I don't repeat conversations to other people. When I had conversations with Lena, I did not betray her confidence. Fuck's sake. I didn't betray her confidence. You know, things she told me. I didn't tell anyone else. And then she accused me of doing something to her jersey. I was like, I have one hanging on the door. The other one's somewhere. I just can't go look for it right now to prove you wrong. I knew it was there. And I went out the shed, Pablo, and when I come back, remember the last time we split up? And I brought a few clothes and black bags. Well, I looked in the shed and there was a black bag in the corner on the ground and there was a few shorts in it and they're all wrecked. But I put one in the washing machine just to show her here. Mia, sorry. And then threatening to put me address online. If I didn't show a fucking Rangers jersey. You know, I'm not having that. Nah, me bollocks. Anyway, fuck that. I'm not on here to talk about that. But like I said, it is what it is. A lot of people have wronged me. Called me a liar. You understand? Come in my life and call me a fucking liar. Yeah, I'm not a fucking liar, mate. I swore on my son's life, and if you don't believe me after that, well, that's on you, son. You know, I've more to worry about than a fucking jersey, you know. Like, you know what I've got to look forward to? A wheelchair and fucking Alzheimer's. You understand? I've a lot of health issues going on, Pablo, that I've kept to myself. Because I don't want people going, oh, you're okay. No, I'm fucking not okay. So yeah, we've got another night of this. He went to sleep last night. I brought him up at about 10:15, Pablo. And the two of us were asleep for about, he went to sleep about 11:15. Tom, don't start. There's your bib there, here. What are you hanging over the building for? Hey, mate. Now, look, the way I see it is, it's like, I try to be as honest as I can, and it's like, you know, if you send me something, I'll keep hold of it. I might misplace it, or it could end up in the shed. It's like, but there's no place for clutter here. You know, like this is me ma's house, do you understand? We don't have a dog for a reason. Because we want to keep the place tidy. Do you understand? I want to keep the place tidy. You know, my brothers want to keep the place tidy. It's like, but when Tom's down here, the fucking gaff's all over the place. Have a little look out at the birdies. You know. You know, look, the trees are bare. And the birds have no cover over there. I've seen a few hawks about, I swear. Shout out to all the wankers on YouTube here. Stand in front of me. Right there. Hey, it's going to be a nice day, even though it's a bit cold. You know what I mean? My son, he's down at his granny's house, you know, so... Yeah, he's got everything out. All his toys, fucking... But like I said, 2 or 3 people have really disrespected me and my channel over the last few months. One of them being a man, and one of them being a woman. You know. Like, see my word, if I fucking tell you, if I look you in the fucking eye, yeah, and tell you here, black is black. If you don't believe me, that's on you. That's nothing to do with me. But it's not nice when your friends accuse you of doing something when you've not done it, you know. And shout out to the curly bastard, yeah. You stop talking to people about me, you prick, you. Hey, we'll bump into each other one day. Know that, yeah, and I'll smack you in the face. Yeah, we'll see how big you are, watch. Hey, I'll wait. Don't you fucking worry, but I'll get my opportunity, mate. I'm telling you now, and you're gonna get smacked into the face when I see you, cunt. Well, Pablo, about 10 minutes after I ended me live, I found it and I put it in the washing machine. You know what? Not a dicky bird. No apology, no fuck all. He threatened to put me... There's only 2 people that has my address. 3 people. Pablo, Lena, and somebody else that doesn't live very far from me. But I'd never put someone's address out there, you know. But don't fucking threaten me, mate. I'll tell you what, don't fucking threaten me. And by the way, someone clipped that. That's malicious communication. Will I report you? No. Should I? Fucking right, mate. But I won't. You know, I don't need to do fuck all. If you don't take my word for it, well then fuck you. And everybody out there as well. If you don't take my word, fuck you. I can't make it. I can always back up what I say, know that. Nah, but here's the thing, yeah, let them come. Yeah, come, I dare you. I'll tell you what, you come anywhere near this house and you're dead. You understand? There's 2 other Irishmen here that have worse tempers than me. That would ruin your fucking week. Like I said, Pablo, I apologised for that individual, you know, but it hurt me feelings, bro. You're supposed to be my friend, and you come in my life speaking to me like fucking that. Watch this. You understand? Don't fucking threaten me. You understand? Hey, yeah. I'm not going to answer that right now, Andrew. I'm on daddy duty, bro. You know. I'm going to have my son. I try not fuck about, you know. I'll get 2 breaks today, so I'll have probably a smoke in a little bit when one of the lads gets up to give me a break, and I'll go out and have a cup of tea and a smoke. Like Mark and his missus is upstairs, Al's upstairs. Nah, they're helping me. They know I'm not well. So that's why I'm back at my ma's. So who you going with tonight for UFC 324? What a card. It is stacked. Now, there's a lot of people on YouTube that disagree with each other, right? But you know, sport can connect us, whether it be football, boxing or UFC. Even if you don't like me, right, and we've not got along, if you come in my live and talk about football, I'm not going to time you out. Everybody's welcome. As football fans, even if we don't get along, you're welcome. You know, everybody's welcome, but if you disrespect me, you see, now my problem is I help people and then they turn on me for no reason over a jersey that allegedly I did something with it. You know, Pablo, that hurt my feelings. You know why? Lena was the first paying member of this channel, and after it, I paused me monetization. You know that. Pablo, you know, this has never been about the money. This has always been about building a little channel, a little community within a community. You know, I've been part of this community 8 years now, Pablo. You know, I'm sure you've been on here longer. It's like, but I did me bit. Failure, Anthony. I did me bit for the community. You know, I've helped a few people with their mental health. I've reached over 2.8 million people. 4,393 subs. I'm 7 subs away from another 100. That'll be 4,400. 7,051 videos. Answer to your question, Andrew, no, I'm not. But I am trying. Believe me, I'm trying. And I could be doing it. But that's the thing about time. We only get a certain amount of it. And where I'm from, there's a notorious gangster called Jerry Hutch in Dublin, the monk. And he come out with a business called Carry Anybody. Move, Carry Anybody. Well, see me, I come up with one too, and it's covering all bases, cab. Covering all bases. When I'm dead, my kids have about 20,000 lives to watch. You know, I've made over 7,000 videos for them. You know, when... Okay, do you want to know the conversation my son had with me the other day? He said, Dad, we need to sit down, just in case you die. What song do you want played at your funeral? I'm like, what? He said, Dad, we need to talk about this, right? And I'm like, son, I don't want to talk about it. He said, yeah, but what happens if you die and I don't know what song you want played at your funeral? He's like, Dad, now listen, me and my father had a plan. I already knew what songs. My dad told me, he said, when I die, I want you to play R.E.M. Everybody Hurts. And then when he's leaving the church, Queen, I Want to Break Free. You know, and he said, you better play them songs at my funeral in the church, you know. So me and my son, we're going to have a conversation this weekend. because they're worried about me. So here, that's the kind of conversations I'm having with me kids. When I die, this is what I want. You see, I keep my personal shit to myself, and I'm not very well, mentally and physically, but I tell you what, I still have a good bang or two with me. You understand? It's like, I'm okay for the next couple of years, but after that, I don't know what's gonna happen. This is gonna get progressively worse. I'm gonna carry on forgetting, and one day, I'm not even gonna know my own name. That's what I have to look forward to, okay? So, poxy jerseys, I couldn't give a fuck. But if you come in my life and call me a fucking liar, anyone, you'll be removed. If you come in and even say fucking L word, you'll be removed. There's no need to be fucking disrespectful to me. I don't make money off YouTube. I'm the only one in their fucking circle that actually gives a bollocks and tag people in their channel. You know, I tag people for a reason, so they get more fucking subscribers. That way then, you can open their own little channel and talk about football, addiction, mental health, and it's good because there's too many toxic channels in our community, and that's the truth. Yeah, well, Pablo, thanks for coming in, and listen, I sent you a message on Instagram. I sent you and Finn one. Yeah, I'm fucking dying for a cig. But the boys are still in bed, so I'll wait till they get up. Good morning, John. Shout out to Pablo, guys, and if you're not up to his chat, who's that? Hang on. Shout out to Pablo. 1 second. I'm waiting for some. Hey, Mr. Postman. Glasnevin Cemetery. Well, this is what I'm saying. It's like, I don't want to be having these conversations with my son. But things have changed, so I have to. Is all I'm going to say. You know, I can't talk about my personal life on here. I'd like to be able to tell you, but after the last few months, I don't trust many people on here. You know, I've had people try to, like, you know, it's called defamation of character. Or you could call it malicious communication. You know, if you threaten someone online, you can be nicked. You know that, yeah? You can be arrested for that shit. It happened to me, so it can happen to you too as well. I watched a bit of it, John. Fuck. I watched a bit of it, bro. And it's brilliant. I really enjoyed it, John. It's about Blanche, Cabra and Finglas, the K. You know. Hey, John. Is it still as mad as it was back when we were kids up in Ballier, or has it got worse, do you reckon? Like, you're from Ballyfermot, bro, you know. Your family knows my family. You know some of my family too. Here, Thomas. Come on. There you go. There he goes. Hang on a sec. Daddy's trying here. You know, you've taken your socks off. What are you taking your socks off for? You know what I mean? That's how your little toes get cold. You know. But shout out to Pablo. If you're not sub to Pablo's channel, can you do it? If you're not sub to John Dillon's channel, can you do it? If you're not sub to Anthony Reid's channel, can you do it? If you're not sub to Dom's Art, he's gonna finish him within 3 rounds. Bro, I'll be honest with you. I know a little bit about fighting, right? It's like, I've done it all my fucking life, okay? And I'm a massive boxing fan, but I'm a bigger UFC fan. Now, if Paddy wins tonight against Justin Gaethje, he'll be the interim lightweight champion. Now, I think that the UFC have pushed Paddy because they know he's very marketable. You know, he's very humble, he's a Scouser, and he's making the city very fucking proud. Like, see, Scousers, Liverpudlians, they're very fucking proud people. You know, and I respect the Scousers. Here, fuck football for a minute, forget that. Big man thing, listen, I love the Scousers. I love the people, because they're the next best people you'll get to the Irish, is the Scousers. It's a great city, the people are fantastic, great university up there, my son went to it, you know, and he's lived in Toxteth. He's going on, he'll be 14 years there, I think, in September. You know, he loves it up there, he knows everybody, you know, and a lot of the kids up there know him. You know why? Because my son helped them, you know. He helped get funding, he helped start up a helpline. Do you understand? Because there's a lot of kids in Liverpool that no one gives a fuck about. The council won't put a youth club in place because the kids are nicking cars, they're on bikes and quads, and they don't give a fuck about Toxteth. So, my lad and his team at the time, don't ask me how they did it, but they managed to get the Princess Trust involved, and they ended up getting funding for the kids. They ended up opening up a helpline for kids who have mental health, kids that are suicidal, kids that come from broken homes, and nobody believes in them. And if no one believes in them, how are they going to believe in themselves? You know. Yeah, I'm sure they are, yeah. And then, I think the winner will probably face Oila Poirier when he comes back. Unless Islam wants to come back down to 155, you know. But Umar Nurmagomedov is on this card. It's stacked. Derek Lewis is on it. Rose Namajunas, is that her name? Paddy Pimblett versus Justin, the highlight reel Gaethje. You know, you have Brandon Figueroa. Who's he fighting? I forget who he's fighting. You know, but I love it. You know, UFC is fucking great, it is. You know, I love seeing men, I love to see two men bleed, and then when the whistle goes or the bell goes, them cuddling each other and shaking hands and respect. You know, everything about fighting is respect. You know, everything in life is about respect. You know, come on, buddy. There he is. There he is. There's my son. But, my brother is going for Justin. I'm going to say Paddy submission. I truly believe Paddy can submit him. You know, a lot of people underestimate Paddy's ground game. You know, he's working on his jiu-jitsu, and he's you need to be. It's crazy. You have all different skill sets. You have boxers, kickboxers, Muay Thai, karate. Fucking all molded into one. You know, and if you're a coach, you can tell if your fighter is going to be a champion one day. It depends on the stable he keeps and the stable that he stays in, being the gym, certain gyms. Now, I know a couple of tough guys in this city that have gyms. Number one, Davy Keenan Clayton Boxing Club. Number two, the world Muay Thai Federation in Manchester. Yes, my brother, Mark was in that stable with Ronnie Green, 6-7 times world champion. You need to be around champions. If you're going to learn anything and you want to be a champion, the best way is to be around champions in the gym. Watch them, what they're doing. You know, repetition over and over and over and over, drill after drill after drill after drill. You know, calisthenics, it's like fucking sparring, it's like everything. You know, but I'd like to see Paddy do it for the Scousers. Guys, give me 1 minute. There he goes. Just up at Dundrum. Ballyer is not as bad as the 90s. They built a lot of houses in Cherry Orchard after building 3,000 houses all along the train tracks. That's me. Wow! I didn't know that, bro. Yeah, that's not a problem, Pablo. Yeah, well, as soon as you do, Pablo, send us that email. If anybody has my link for PayPal, could you post it in the chat? Just so I can write it down, because I forget what it is. I think Finn might have it, but... So tonight, I don't know who yous are going with, but I'm going to go with Paddy's submission. You know. Let me go over here a minute. Put his little tracksuit on. He got chocolate all over it last night, he did. He's a little shit, he is. You know, but I tell you what, he's me fucking world, he is. See that little man there? Justin Gaethje, Tony Ferguson, what a fight, especially because it was during COVID, no crowd, you could hear every punch. Yeah. That was a bloodbath, that. Justin Gaethje, he likes a dog fight. And them leg kicks that he throws are vicious. So I'm your coach, right? I'm gonna, obviously, right, so we're gonna sit down, we're gonna watch a few fights, we're gonna watch his last 5 fights, yeah? And that's all part of the game plan. You need to sit down and watch your opponents fight. Even though you've seen loads of their fights, you sit down and you study the tape, you watch them. Do you understand? It's like you fight your fight, you don't let others dictate the pace. You dictate the pace, you dictate the fight. You know, and it's like I said, I like the sport myself, mate. Google new development in Cherry Orchard, have a look at it on the great. I will indeed, John. Thanks very much for that. But like I said tonight, I'll tell you what I can see happening. I can see the two of them just reading each other, you know what I mean? It's like, and like I said, Paddy's jiu-jitsu game is fucking brilliant. You know, like if I'm standing in front of you, I'm gonna have that hand here to deflect me shot. You know, if you hit me on the, you know, if you hit me, it's like, I'll just keep me guard and I'll just keep, bang, double jabbing you. You know, and I'll keep tipping you, just like that. Boom, pinging you. Tom, you know, my son's going into boxing, right? And one day, God bless him, he'll have a world title. I think I'll be dead, but he's got a lot of the male influences around him. And we've all had a family talk. So if anything happens to me, you know, my son, see his big brother, his uncles, they'll make sure that they put him on the right road. Like my eldest son is 31 years old I have a son 20 months old. That's 30-year gap. You know, a 30-year gap. What is he doing? Are we gonna get dressed? We go to the playground. Are we gonna get dressed, are we? Is that a yes or a no? Is that a no? But yeah, so like I said, UFC 324 tonight. It's stacked. Rose Namajunas is on it. Derek Lewis is on it. Sugar Sean O'Malley. Figueiredo is on it. You have Derek Lewis, heavyweight. Paddy Pimblett, Justin Gaethje, lightweight division. Like I said, see Justin Gaethje, he's vicious with leg kicks. I believe Paddy is gonna fucking submit him. I said the second round, but like I said, I reckon. Hang on. You're getting in your pram, you. Stop! Fucking child does not listen, man. Tommy and you are gonna have to go out now, cause it's like. Yeah, this shit is hard, mate, I'll tell you now. Like I said, and it's a lot harder because how I am, you know what I mean? This fucker over here, look. He's racking the gaff, he's racking the blinds. Thomas! Tom! Come on, me get dressed. Come on, me get changed. Don't tell me no. Get over here, boy. Okay, bro. I'll take that. Here, I haven't got a notebook or anything, but I'll write them down, yeah? I want to get you our predictions, yeah? And then tomorrow we'll see who's closest, right? Let me get a piece of paper here and a pen. No. Fuck's sake. Is there no bleeding pen? I might have got something. No, it doesn't work. No fucking pen. No pen. Yeah, I've no pen. But something's telling me the second round for some reason. Yeah, but he's racking the blinds. This is a fucking nightmare, this shit. Yeah, like I said, man, this guy, honestly, he's fucking too much. But all we can do is our best, right? You know, but like I said, there's a few people on here that have supported me, you know, that have believed in me, you know, and I've made friends with a few people, even people that I fell out with, like we've squashed it and said, you know what, yeah, fuck it, it's YouTube. Just don't insult people, you know, especially if they're helping you or have helped you. You're going the distance. I don't think, bro, Anthony, I don't think it's going to go all the way. someone's getting knocked out or submitted, I'm gonna go Paddy Pimblett, submission, second round. And if not, he'll either knock him out or win by decision. But I'm gonna go with Paddy. I'm sorry, bro, but I wasn't supposed to go this colour. You know, I went to get a fucking streaking kit and they give me a blonde hair dye instead. So I don't know a lot about dyeing hair, so it was red, so I put this blonde dye in and I went that colour. You know, so I'm gonna strip my hair next week and we're going back to grey. Yeah. You know, I only did it for the Christmas. I did it for my grandkids, you know, and my son. Like I said, I've had a bit of bad news recently. Well, over the last couple of months, so I'm not saying shit on here, because people use things against you. You know. Sad, like, you know what I mean, when you help people and they fucking treat you that way. Hang on, son. Nearly, son. Hang on, buddy. Hang on, son. I want the milk. Right, come get the milk, yeah. There he goes. There he goes. There's the milk, go on. Get over, come on. Oops, a daisy. Come on, little man. There he goes. Daddy's gonna get you dressed, yeah? Right? Whoops! No wonder the kids are all fucking mad. Well, shit happens, you know what I mean? And then I have cunts on here giving me a hard time. You know, I'm not speaking about my personal life on here ever again. You know what I mean? All I'm gonna say is I'm not very well. You know, so fucking stay out of my way. You know. Like I said, I don't disrespect anybody on here. You know. This has always been about helping people and bringing people together from different parts of the world, different areas in Dublin. You know. Like the amount of Irish that watch me, you know what I mean? If you look at my channel and go on Lifetime, you'll see this channel 2 years ago and we've reached nearly 2.9 million people. Are you telling me that's not a result? Long story short, channel got stolen and I grew straight out of Ballyer. And I smashed my old channel out of the park. Easy 7 times. You know, we're on 4,000, nearly 4,400 subs. So we've gone back fighting back United 8 times. 8 or 9 times I've gone past my old channel. How about that? You know, like I said, it's a challenge for me. You know. But, nah, like I said, things ain't good for me at the moment. And I've got hell to look forward to. And while I'm going through hell, I won't remember what my fucking name is. You know, I've got 3 things going on in my body at the minute that aren't good. And they've had a massive fucking impact on my health. My immune system is super low. If the kids get a sniffle, I'm in bed for a week. Or I'm feel bad for a week. Like, I've no way of of allowing my immune system very low. Like, if you go on my channel, bro, just on the YouTube studio, it shows you. Well, it won't show you, it'll show me, like, but I've hit 2.9 million people. I'm 100,000 away from 2.9 million people. You know. I'll get that in the next couple of days. Easy. Like I said, at the end of the day, it's like I just feel betrayed by a few people on here, so it's very hard, you know, to trust people, you know. Who needs enemies when there's certain people? You see, listen, certain people have already showed themselves up. I don't need to mention anyone. Yeah, there's no need to mention anybody. Hang on. No. I didn't, brother, no. Who said dads can't fucking look after kids? You know what I mean? Fucking insult my intelligence. One more night. 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 No, Anthony, I've not. Oh, fuck's sake. One sec, guys. Oh, mate, come on. Tom, it's a little shit. Oh, man. Shout out to me uncle. Rest in peace to you, cuz. Well, uncle, not cuz. You know, I was supposed to follow after him. You know, and go join the army. But we fucked that, didn't we? But yeah. Who says he might not go to war, what? You know. As long as you have God on your side, that's all that matters. You know what I mean? It's all that matters is God on your side. No, well, do you know what? I'm not too sure. A long time ago I had them. I did get 2 of them, yeah, ages ago though. Tom, that Mr. Bean? Do you want little angels on? Tom, we watch Mr. Bean, son. Are we watching Mr. Bean? Get up! Get up! Get up! They're getting a 100-inch TV for the wall. So look at, it'll go from down there to about there. A 100-inch TV. Tom, look, your bibs are everywhere. And his bottle. Right. Guys, you're gonna have to hang on a minute, cause this guy, man. Right, I'm gonna end this live cause I've had enough. Yes, I hope you all have a good day. Like I said, look at here, carnage here. get my routine started, and every 5 weeks or so I end up wrecked for about 2 weeks, live with event and does be all over. I'm very similar to that, bro. It's like, hang on a minute, I don't know why he keeps doing this. Right guys, I'm just gonna end this live, okay? Because I just want to get my son dressed. He's over there, look, little shit. But I hope you all have a good weekend, yeah? Like I said, I'm gonna go with Paddy Pimlet, 2nd round submission. And even if he doesn't submit, Paddy will win the fight. But anyway, I'll talk to you later, guys.